you?
I'm fine, thank you. When I was teaching at Washington University in the graduate school, during SARS, which was around 2000, I guess, the students from China, their parents could not come to their graduation. And so because of my association with the Chinese and Taiwanese graduate students, they asked me to stand in for their parents for all the parties and photo shoots and all of those things at graduation and afterwards. So then they started calling me Don ShuShu, Uncle Don then. So I had a Chinese teacher who at Washington University, and I started to visit him at his home after I took his class. And then it was then that he started to teach me how to do meditation. So that's when I began to realize that this path felt just exactly right to me. Yes, but actually at first it was just the practice of sitting, and then later I started to read more of the teachings. At first it was the Chan teachings, and then I had a Tibetan teacher for a while. And the Tibetan teacher didn't emphasize the original teachings of the Buddha so much. I had just read superficially, like the Dhammapada and a few superficial readings of some of the major suttas. But it wasn't until I met Master Jiru that I began a more systematic study of the suttas and the sutras, the later teachings. So it was under his guidance that really more progress was made. So in the original teachings of the Buddha, he really revealed the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, the 12 links of dependent origination, all of the three Dharma seals, all of the basics of the training took place. Then after the Buddha passed away, there were many schools that came and emphasized this aspect or this aspect, and over the period of 500 years, the teachings got kind of watered down and divided into two groups, one that was very intellectual and the other was very secluded. And both groups did not really appeal directly to the lay people to help them with their struggles with daily life. And then realizing this, Nagarjuna and others around the first century said we really need to renew the real teachings of the Buddha and to pay homage to the original teachings, but we also have to look at how it is that we can become more socially engaged, how we can really, we're talking about interacting with other human beings and helping them. And this was the development of the concept of the Bodhisattva, which came from the original notion of the Buddha before he became a Buddha of being a Bodhisattva. So people realize, oh, I'm on this path to become a Buddha. I need to practice like a Bodhisattva or like a Bodhisattva, not just seclude myself, not just study and be intellectual, but to be able to be of benefit to others. So Bodhi means to awake your mind. So Bodh means awake. So to wake up, be in the present moment, and the Bodhisattva is a person who really is wanting to be awake, but not so much to just be awake themselves personally, that would be ego, but to be able to be of benefit, recognizing that we're all interdependent with each other, so being of benefit to others, very important. Kindness, compassion, being able to see the good qualities that people have, helping them to develop some equanimity. This is very important in the path. What I think MABA has is we have a wonderful teacher who's very humble, who is well trained, and who is, I've observed him for many years, and always kind, very mindful, very interested in helping people develop, very dedicated to that in many ways. And so that kind of humble ability to be able to help others, not going too much to seclusion, not going too much to intellectualization, but to really do practical things to be of benefit. Also, we have a very mature and well-developed community, a sangha of monastics, and also supporting lay people, people who have practiced for a long time. And so the harmony of the community is very good.